What up, everybody? This is your boy Blak, Magus, and I said I was going to do this as a separate rant, only because it's gotten personal to me. Because, again, Microsoft, what is you doing, baby? In particular, what the fuck you doing to me? The fuck you do this to me, goddammit? Seriously. So, I mentioned in the video about Microsoft and like how they're just crashing the fuck out all over the place in all aspects when it comes to the Xbox and the Xbox brand. I mentioned Game Pass, like the price is going up, which mind-boggling to me how they did it. So, for those who don't know, there had been some changes to Xbox, in particular the Xbox Ultimate. It's $30 a month for Xbox Ultimate, where I believe it was $19.99. So they raised it like $10 more. Which is crazy because it looks like they left their other products alone, with the exception of the Xbox Game Pass PC only. Now, I've had Xbox Game Pass PC only for, I will say, over a year now, and I was planning on doing this video mainly. A week ago, I thought about doing this video. It was mainly just to like say, why the hell do I still have this when I don't use this? And the video was going to be more mainly about like, I wonder how many people truly use Game Pass like they used to. And now in lieu of the price raises, the raising of the prices, like, how beneficial is it to keep it, especially if you're not someone, if you're someone like me, you know, if you're not someone who takes advantage of it frequently. Because you can't say that Microsoft hasn't put anything out, especially this year. We put out, you know, a good number of games, to where I can totally understand part of the argument against Sony and the volume of first-party games. Mind you, I don't consider a lot of the games that Microsoft put out as first-party, even if they do now own these studios, because a lot of these games were going to be made before the acquisition, and they were just going to be fulfilled anyway. But they count as first party because Microsoft owns the studio. They, you know, have the publishing rights. So yeah. That being said, you know, I also felt like I was going to make an argument why you should keep it if you have a decent plan, especially if you were a PC only person. Because at $9.99 a month, you got hundreds of games. You got a lot of the games, the day one stuff, you know, on that. Mind you, they changed where, like, you don't get everything day one anymore. You'll get certain games day one, certain first party or third party, depending on how they wanted to do it. So they were trying to make sure they got people to buy some of these games, like making Call of Duty day one kind of was a silly thing, because if I could just pay you a monthly fee and not pay for the full game, and I can get stuff like Call of Duty, Ninja Gaiden, the next, you know, Bethesda game, what have you. Yeah, you know, next Halo, all that. Fuck it. I'll give you, like, especially with the PC gaming, I'll give you $120 a year, which is the cost of one and I guess 8/10 of a game, or however you want to break it down. You know, I'd be $20 short of buying 2 AAA games. You know, that's how you can reconcile that in your mind. And if you play at least 3 or 4 games a year, you're getting your money's worth. But again, it's not been a lot because you don't get the same things anymore. So I've been contemplating this. Now I'm like, fuck this shit, because they've raised the price to PC only to $17. I'm looking at my bank account, I was like, yo, what? Microsoft took out $17-18 after tax. And so I look it up and I was like, yo, they raised the price to PC to $16.49 a month. Now, there is a way to get access to PC games, but here's where the thing is some bullshit. So, the way PC only used to be for Microsoft is you got access to hundreds of games. You did have the day one thing for select games. You know, the rewards. You also got EA Play included for free. But now, you know, it being $17 a month, I don't know. Now, I can get access to PC gaming if I get the regular Xbox Game Pass Essential for $9.99. But here's the thing. Everything's changed so much now. So, for Essential Xbox Game Pass, you get 50 plus games. As opposed to what I was paying $9.99 before for hundreds of PC games. Hundreds of PC only games. And when I say PC only, like, yeah, a lot of these games, well, some of these games were on console, but it was mainly stuff like I like to play, like Age of Empires. You know, RTSs that were big on PC. Things like that. Frostpunk. Those were the things that I was getting on Microsoft for. I wasn't actually getting on it for the big stuff that you see on console. They had a lot of, like, small indie games on PC that I gravitated towards. And it was like, yeah, instead of spending a lot of money on all those games, I'm able to have access and try them out and check them out and stuff like that. So that's where it benefited for me for PC only. But if I want to keep it at the $9.99 price, I gotta limit my access to games. Yeah, nah, that's not cool. That's not cool. You know, and I don't have an Xbox, so not gonna benefit me there either. They also do have their premium, which is $14.99 a month. That gives you 200 plus games. Okay, again, to a unlimited, you know, only limited by how many games they have up, I should say. Back in the day when it was just $9.99 for PC only. What's funny though is that when you look at the essentials, you don't get the day one, nor on the premium. The premium, you can get new games within 12 months of launch. That's the kicker there. If you want games day one, then you have to get the Ultimate, which does the console and PC, gives you over 500 games and stuff like that. Or like what I have and will soon not have, the PC version, which will give you the day one access. 2 games. So for the day one access, you gotta pay more. I don't play. Y'all don't come out with something day one PC wise that I'm that hyped for. And most of those games I will probably buy on Steam or for the PS5 I would buy. I don't have an issue. The issue is not buying games. It's that having access to certain games over like that I'm not sure about. It's always been the big deal. Or that I wanted to try but never got a chance to try was always the big deal. Now, fuck this shit. I'm not paying $17. Like, I ain't pay that for fucking Disney Plus and shit like that. I got a deal on Disney Plus and all that. Like, I don't pay that for those. Fuck. And it's not like Microsoft is publishing something that I just gotta have. Like, again, sure, love Age of Empires and things like that. I'm glad for the opportunity to finally get a chance to play a Gears game, you know, and have access to this other old PC games. The EA Play thing is not that big a deal to me because, again, you know, like I bought Battlefield 6 because I love Battlefield, you know, so I support that franchise. I play it on PS5 anyway. Yeah, I don't even have to ask the question of should I keep Game Pass no more. I'm done with it, and I think that's why a lot of people are starting to be done with it, especially since when Ultimate was $20 a month. You can make the argument, especially if you had a lot of time and played a lot of games. That shit was a steal. It gave you a great library, and you had access to all the games day one. So, and especially if you're a content creator, but now the price being up to $30, which $30 a month, and you try to sweeten the deal by saying, "Hey, you get Fortnite Crew, EA Play, and Ubisoft Plus Classics included with it." Oh, okay. Bully for you. Even though I'm somebody who ridiculously pays for Fortnite Crew. Yo, that's another issue too. And maybe that's another video. Like, why are we so into Fortnite like this? Fortnite like got a hold on like the world. I swear. They're in Roblox. I don't play Roblox, but I definitely am a Fortnite sucker for sure. But yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and cancel my Xbox Game Pass. It's gonna be missed because again, having access to games like the real-time strategy games that I grew up loving, it'll hurt a bit, but fuck it. I'm pretty sure I can find those things online for just pay for that. I don't have to worry about that for cheap because they should be available. Although Microsoft probably will try to charge you full price, but I will find access to it. I promise you. I still have a disk drive, so if I can find my fucking old discs, I will just fucking load those motherfuckers and just have them fully installed the software. Can't be more than a couple of 100 megabytes at that space. And just play it that way. Don't worry about the quote-unquote modern enhancements and all that bullshit. Because, yeah, I'm not with this shit. Not at all. But hey, don't blame me if you keep it, especially if it's something that you see as a wise investment. It's just ridiculous how again, Microsoft's moves have been very, very weird. Something that a lot of people looked at as the like ultimate, like for consumer thing, is now starting to get to a point where it's just like, yeah, nah, it's not as beneficial as we thought. So yeah, it's crazy. And this was probably the one true positive that Microsoft had, and they fucked that up. What is wrong with y'all? What is you doing, baby? What is you doing? Anyway, as always, you guys, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll haunt you later. This is your boy Blak Magus. I'm out. Deuces.